everyone, what's going on? Just sitting here in the Blazer today. It's the first time I've got to play in it a little bit in quite a few weeks. The weather's been crappy here. Nothing but snow and rain or ice or something every freaking day. So this is like the first day in maybe a month that we haven't had any precipitation at all. And I've been super busy at work. Lots and lots of hours I've put in at work, and I haven't been able to make a video. And I've kind of been working on coming up with this new format here, this new series of videos that I want to do. It's kind of like I guess we'll call it a news type thing. I think I'll call it Baseline. What we'll do here is, with this format, we're going to make it like a news kind of segment, news show, where I'm going to talk about new products that's coming out from various companies, not just Audiopipe, even though I'm an Audiopipe supporter. New products that's coming out, what's going on in the basshead community, what's happening on Facebook and some of those forums, and talk about some other people and their builds. So let's get this thing started. This is Basscop and this is Baseline. So what's new for 2019? Let's start with AP, Audiopipe. I had made a post a couple weeks ago about the new line of APHD amplifiers that's coming out, specifically the APHD 3001 H1 and H2, the H2 being a 2 ohm version, the H1 being a 1 ohm version of the amplifier. This is a Brazilian style amplifier, and a lot of people have commented it kind of looks like a Terra amps. Maybe in footprint size it does, but it is a completely different design from Terra amps. It is Audiopipe's design, but a lot of people were asking, and it became a big topic of conversation, because I said this amp is designed for driving multiple drivers, such as mids, horns, and tweeters, and that sort of thing, and it's designed for driving many of them at one time. And like I said, this is a 3,000 watt amp, and the big thing is, a lot of people was like, well, what's it rated down to? What is it here? Let me look real quick. Can't remember off the top of my head. Why is the filter rated 80 hertz down to 20 kilohertz? Why can't I use it as a sub amp? I'm not saying that you can't use it as a sub amp, but that's not what it's designed for, guys. It's designed, like I said, to drive many mids, highs, horns, tweeters, whatever you call them. That's what it's designed for. I'm not saying that you can't use it for a bass amplifier, but that's not what it's recommended. And everybody's like, well, why is it the filter that low? Well, because it is. Why does every amp come with a bass boost on it? Think about it, guys. So, I just wanted to touch on that, and I'll put a screenshot of this new amplifier up here in this segment. Give you guys a chance to check it out, some of the specs on that. So moving on to other new products, we'll start with head units that's coming out. Alpine has a new Halo 9, they call it, which is a head unit for Toyotas. Comes with a 9-inch touchscreen. It's Android capable, Apple capable, Bluetooth, HD radio, can't read my own writing, satellite, but it only comes as a digital media player. It is not a CD player, so it only uses USB and I believe SD cards. But it's still a pretty cool looking head unit. If you're an Alpine fan, check it out. Sony has a new double din head unit coming out. This is a 6.2 touch screen, the XAV U10 BT. Like I said, it's a 6.2 touch screen, has 10 band EQ, high low pass filters, DSO, which is short for what they call dynamic stage organizer, sub control, USB ports, but it is a digital media only, so it is not a CD player, only for USB and that sort of thing. And it has no iPhone controls, so I don't believe it is iPhone capable for your iPhone fans. Kenwood has a new single DIN coming out, and they're calling it the Kdc Bt 375U. It's a single DIN CD digital media receiver, so this one is a CD player. Allows connectivity up to 5 Bluetooth units or Bluetooth devices, so you can control up to 5 of them at one time with this head unit. Front USB port, and is FLAC supported to play FLAC, WAVE, MPS, and other formats of digital media. So for you Kenwood fans, that looks like a pretty cool head unit coming out if you're looking for something like that in a single DIN. Moving on to Pioneer. This will round out the head units that I'm going to talk about today that's new for 2019. The SPH-10BT. This is a single DIN mechanical-less radio with a cradle for your phone. So this is pretty cool. You mount it just like any other head unit in your dash, and it has a cradle on it. So when you get in your car, you pop your phone in there, you download an app on your phone, and you can control the head unit and your stereo and everything through the use of your phone. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of going to be like the technology that I guess people integrating iPads and stuff into the dash. Same concept, really. So that looks like a pretty cool thing. That was unveiled at CES this year. And that'll round it out for head units, and I'll be right back with you for the amplifiers.
This episode is brought to you by Audiopipe, high-performance car audio products. Elite Autoworks. Contact Jason Predieri at Elite Autoworks for all your car audio aftermarket modifications and upgrades. Elite Autoworks is a proud authorized dealer of Audiopipe and Audiopipe accessories. Bassaholic Productions. Get your custom enclosure designed by Drew Jones. You will receive enclosure specifications, a full cut sheet along with 3D renderings. Bassaholic Productions, a name known for creating the loudest and best sounding enclosures available.
All right, we're back, and let's cover amplifiers now. What's new for 2019 and some manufacturers with amplifiers. Back to Alpine for you Alpine fans. They have a new R-Series amplifier that replaces the PDR line, which they are discontinuing. So the R-Series is new for 2019. The PDR line is available in 4-channel and Class AB and a monoblock. So that looks to be a pretty cool looking amplifier for you Alpine fans. Kicker has introduced a new line they call the CS line of amplifiers. The CS 1800.1, which is a monoblock 1-channel amplifier. They claim it's rated 1800 watts, and they claim it will do 1900 plus watts. So we'll see if that's the case. I'm sure Big D or Ryan Blankenship will get a hold of that amplifier and put it on a dyno and see what it really does. But I know everybody knocks Kicker these days anymore, but I would like to see Kicker become a strength in the industry again, so people start incorporating some big Kicker builds again, using all Kicker besides the Kicker van. I can't remember his name, so bear with me on that one, but you guys know I'm talking about the box truck. So moving on, here's a more budget minded amplifier. Hyphonics has a new Alpha line of amplifiers that they are coming out with. They have multiple sizes of these. These are a compact amp that are up to 25% smaller than most amplifiers, and I think this is cool. This for, like I said, you budget minded people that got a daily driver, you want to put a little beat or something in it. They have a hybrid 5-channel in this Alpha line. It's 4 channels Class AB, and it has a 5th channel that's a monoblock channel for subwoofers. So you could run an entire system off this one amplifier, which I think is a pretty cool idea. So that rounds out the amplifiers for this episode. Coming up on subs, I did a little bit of research on subs. Not really a whole lot of news as far as subs come out. I know a lot of you are waiting on the Wolfram Audio. The AV series version 2s are coming out, and I know a lot of you pre-ordered those. The version 2 is an SPL sub that has been upgraded with flat wound aluminum coils, double tinsel leads, and is also available in a dual 1 ohm version. So that should be pretty popular for you guys that like to wire amps into the dirt. Servo and Vega has a powered subwoofer that's coming out, which I thought was pretty cool. The Upa S12 St. It's a powered subwoofer, and this little thing, it's a 12-inch, and it sits in your spare tire. And it's got a hole through it, so you just set it over your rod, you thread your wing nut down to it, you give it a power and a ground, and it does not come with a remote. It actually works off the source from your head unit, so once it detects an audio signal coming through your speaker wires, it turns the amp on. So that's a pretty cool looking thing. So if you guys are looking for a little bit of something like that, don't have the room, but you got a spare tire, you can throw it in your spare tire. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Moving on, let's talk about what's going on in the world of us bass heads, and Facebook and that sort of stuff. A lot of the usual posts going on lately, and it's tax time. So there has been a boatload of what's the best this, what's the best that, my taxes are coming in. So I'm just going to leave it at that. We all know how the taxes go. What's probably been the biggest topic lately on the groups is alternators. Holy cow, I have read some nasty arguments, and everybody, I'm not going to name any particular brand of alternators. Everybody knows what I like. But I'm not going to name any particular brand, but there is some pretty heated discussions on these alternators, and everybody knows what is what with the alternators. Everybody knows who's doing what. Everybody knows what is being fudged and what is actually these companies are doing. So, and the biggest thing that gets these started is someone will ask, and I get it, there's a lot of new guys on there not too familiar with the brands, but they'll ask, what's the best alternator? And they kind of open up the door for everybody, and that's what gets it started. So man, like I said, guys, a couple videos ago, let's make this the best we can in this hobby for 2019. So let's work on making this less argumentative and support each other and go from there. So that's all. I'm going to leave it there for that. Other than that, there's not been a whole lot of crazy stuff on Facebook lately, which will lead me into our next topic of who's doing what with builds. So I'll be right back with you on that one. So coming back at you with what's going on with builds and who's doing what this year for 2019. So I thought I would try to take this segment and kind of incorporate, you know, some of the well-known people in the bass community and what they're doing, and some not so well people in the community, because everybody needs to support, and I think everybody at some point needs to be highlighted. So what's going on in the world of builds for 2019? Everybody knows that Jonathan Patrick's getting his Tahoe rebuilt. It seems like it's been forever. We'll just leave it at that. But it's being rebuilt by James Taylor down at High Voltage Car Audio in Birmingham, Alabama. So if you guys follow James on YouTube or JP on YouTube, everybody kind of knows what's going on. Sundown Team Subs, he's keeping those. Switching over to Sundown Amplifiers for the subs, switching from Crescendo, and he's switching all his mids and highs. I'm not sure what mids and highs he's running in all his doors and his barn doors and all that stuff, but he's switching amplifiers. He's be using the Def Bounce amplifiers on all of his mids and highs in that build. EXO, my man EXO, everybody follows him. If you don't know who EXO is, Google him, YouTube it. EXO is the man. EXO, or Bruce, had a video here a couple weeks ago. He bought himself a new van. I'm so excited for him. He got this huge Nissan box van, and it looks like he's doing possibly 12 18s in that thing now, so that thing ought to be a monster. Moving on, Cool Morris. I know Cool Morris. We talk off and on. Some of you may know him, some of you may not. He's a pretty good dude. He's got a sweet Ford F-150, even though I'm not a Ford person. Cool. But anyways, he's doing over 100,000 watts in that thing this year. I don't think he's rebuilding his box. I believe he's got 615s in it. Doing well over 60s already with it, but he's just put in 16 batteries the other day. 16. But you got to have the power when you're running over 100,000 watts in it. So if you guys follow him, or if you don't follow him, check it out. Look up Cool Morris on Facebook. He usually posts a lot of updates on what he's doing. That thing ought to be an absolute monster this year. Bill Rowland down in Tennessee. Never met Bill in person yet, but we have talked a lot. He has done a full Audiopipe build this year in a Honda Element. You don't see many of those at the shows anyway. He's doing 6 BD4 15s on 3 APN 4Ks and that. So he's going to be posting some pictures and doing some videos and stuff of his build. So go on over and check it out. He's currently working on it right now, and he was crying to me the other day about doing his doors. I hate doing them too, Bill, but you got to do them. Moving on, Alex Hepp from up northern Ohio here. If you don't know Alex, check him out. He just finished building this 4-door Blazer. He's got a real nice 4-door Blazer, white in color. He just did a build built by Roth Wismer. Everybody knows Roth and his Sundown Jeep. He's had a couple videos featured by Jonathan Price on his channel. Roth is a very good fabricator, and he did an outstanding job on this. They put 4 SSA 18s on 4 SoundCube 4500s in his Blazer. So definitely check it out. I can't wait to see it. We were actually talking today, so Alex, can't wait to hear it. Maybe I'll get to TDH. I hope so. That's my goal. So moving on, Dan Current announced a few weeks ago that he won't be able to do a rebuild this year. He just took everything out of his SUV, and that's unfortunate. I would like to see him be able to do something, a rebuild or something this year. I like Dan. We talk every now and then, but we all know he'll never be louder than Dana Dodson. So no, too soon, Dan. All right, but they did just finish a badass looking 4th order box for his wife's car. So if you get a chance to check out Jacqueline's car, that thing looks like it's a pretty cool box that will rival Doug Bernard's Midget Stripper Club build box in his F-150. So like I said, if you get a chance, check out Jacqueline's car to show this year. It looks like a pretty good build. So that's pretty much it. This is the first episode of this. So like I said, I wanted to come at you guys with something different. A little bit of what's new with products, what's new in the Facebook world, what's going on Facebook, and some of the good stuff and the bad stuff, and who's doing what with their builds. So if you guys got any questions or comments or ideas for me to incorporate in this, like I said before, shoot me a message, drop a comment, because I think this is a pretty cool show that we can expand on and give some coverage in the audio world. New people watching can watch something like this and get an idea of who's doing what and what's new in the audio world. So like I said, if you guys got any ideas, drop them in the comments. I'll definitely look at them, and if I think it's a good idea, I'll get back with you, and maybe we can come up with something like that. So also check it out. Make sure you mark your calendar on the 27th of this month, February 27th. Derek Williston, Big D, and Hi-Fi Vega, Rob Vega, asked me to be on their show, 12 Volt Talk. So I will be on their show February 27th, 8 p.m., 7 Central. So if you guys get the chance to check it out, check that out. I'm sure we'll be talking about some cool stuff, a lot of Audiopipe stuff probably. And I'm sure they'll have stuff like how many people have you arrested for, or how many people you pulled over for being loud. So I get it all the time. It's no big deal. So anyway, if you get a chance to check that out, and like I said, drop your comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see how this works, guys. So until next time, bass on.